in terms of some of the other individual stocks that we are watching, we had Restoration Hardware, or RH, yesterday that we talked about as a potential signal. Are things turning for home furnishings? Then this morning we have Tempur Sealy, the mattress company, coming on its heels. And the company coming out with an update ahead of its earnings saying first quarter 2022 consolidated net sales are going to grow by 15%. And they are also talking about some of the very same things that we heard RH talking about yesterday. The CEO saying in a statement, blaming things like recent geopolitical events, falling consumer confidence, new COVID variant outbreaks in our international markets, that they've resulted in sales below our expectations. So it's interesting, Saz. It's not quite three makes a trend yet, but I'll be watching for that third one.
These trends are absolutely starting to pile up too. Restoration Hardware, of course, warned early in the word. Tempur-Pedic, apparently, trends have slowed so much, and of course they are an international player here. Things have slowed so much, they're not launching any of their new Tempur products this year. They're pulling all that stuff off the table and holding it back till 2023. That is, of course, a major red flag here. But again, this is shaping up to be, I would say, a pretty worrisome earnings season. That, for the most part, and we continue to say it, is no way priced in the stock market here. But you would be wise to pay attention to the tea leaves from a lot of very reputable, large global companies this week. They have been alarming.
At the same time, and I mentioned this yesterday with RH too, when you're looking at home furnishings specifically, I don't know how this is shocking to anyone. We had such an enormous pull forward of demand into the prior 2 years when everyone was at home and spending more on their homes than they otherwise might have. Of course, at some point, that trend is going to slow. So it's interesting to me here that they are blaming all of these external factors and sort of seeming surprised about this now slowing down, because that party, there was no way it was going to last forever, right?
No, especially when these are purchases you're putting on your credit card and you have rates on the rise. So I'm sure you have a lot of households thinking that, one, prices for couches, tables, you name it, are already going through the roof. And then to put that on a credit card that is going to be accruing a balance at a much higher interest rate, that's probably grounds to not buy some of this stuff.
Yeah, that is a great point. Perhaps that you've spent.
Well, that's what I'm here for. To give those great points.
You've spent all your stimulus money. Now your next purchase is going to be on that credit card, and yes, indeed, maybe that rate is going up. That's a great point.